negotiated between the United States, United Kingdom, Russia, China, and the Soviet Union. Since the treaty was signed, fights and wars aren't as cruel as back then. No use of nuclear weapons, no damages, and no injuries. Castor Chan went to meet an historian to find out what it would have been like without the treaty being signed. Castor Chan? Yes, this is Lily Chan to meet Miss Chung. Hi, Miss Chung. What are some of your thoughts if the Non-Proliferation Treaty was not brought up? I do have about 5 events that would have been different with the history, but all related. The first prediction I make is that most of the countries would have manifested new nuclear weapons. Everyone at that time was just crazy for power. And I mean, if the USSR made one, then it's just like common sense that the United States would have made another one. The United States and the Soviet Union, they were just definite enemies. It's really ironic. I mean, as human beings, we can't control ourselves of being greedy and jealous of power. In fact, the Cold War was like a power struggle. The only way to prevent each country from making new and more stronger nuclear weapon was the NPT, but if it wasn't signed, it's just obvious that they would feel free to invent more and more and more. So, what is your second thought about it? Simply, Arms Race 2 would be added to the history timeline. The winner of a competition will rank every other countries. If one just shoots their product towards any opposing country, that country would fire it back, and if it lands somewhere else, then the nearby country would join the shooting fight and eventually being another nuclear race. Seeking for power, falling relationships between each countries. In their space race and the arms race, they both started from one country and spread as a global competition. So it's just like um, one starts shooting and it's gonna be kaboom. Oh, so you mean that a country would start bragging about a nuclear weapon they have, and eventually that is the starting point of another overt competition? Yes, yes, you got it. And what are your next predictions? Oh, and of course, war would have been a lot more competitive because of the stronger weapons they have. Also, people will be apprehensive. I mean, can you imagine the difference between fights with just pistols and submachine guns and fights where nuclear bombs are like all raining all over? More weapons mean more cruel battle. I mean, do you get it? I mean, nuclear weapons are used to damage a large capacity at once, but pouring and shooting them all over, it's just going to take forever for a city, country, or a continent to build up again. Oh, I get it, I get it. So, do you have any more thoughts to share? Well, I do have two, but one is kind of an overall. It's just that each part of the world will run short on supplies. No NPT is leading countries to make new nuclear bombs or weapons, and new and more weapons will be manifested for war supplies, and this makes the war endless unless one side gives up on the fight. Longer the war is, the more military resources, labor, food supplies will run out, and environmental disorganization will also occur. I mean, injuries will need more medicine, death will need more soldiers to fight, and damages will lead to environmental. I mean, damages will lead the environment hard to be used. How about your last prediction? Oh, I would never forget about it. Don't you worry. We wouldn't be living in this peaceful society if the NPT wasn't signed, or even if any country transgressed it. These days, huge battles barely happen between two countries or more. The NPT is to prevent each unit from fighting against for nuclear power. Continuous nuclear development could have kept the tension during the wars. We just can't imagine what it would have been like if the Non-Proliferation Treaty wasn't signed.
I dare can. No, I'm giving a joke. Anyways, thank you, and this was Lily introducing the interview with the historian Miss Chung. That was our last moment, and I will see you tomorrow at this time. Thank you.